Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a look at a new accessory that I have for my Glock 42. This is the Techna clip, and I was actually looking on YouTube to find other reviews or videos on this particular one, which is for the Glock 42, and I wasn't able to find any, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this one in case anybody is interested and maybe comes across one and wants to know what it's all about. Now, obviously this is for the Glock 42, as you guys can see right here. As of the time of this video, the Glock 43, which is the 9mm version, has also been released already. So I'm pretty sure if they don't already have a clip for that model, it's pretty much coming very soon. Now, if you guys don't know what Techna clip is basically this is a pocket clip or a clip that you attach to your firearm to carry it in that particular fashion. Now, obviously, if you conceal carry, you know that you come across a lot of different holsters and different carry options and things like that. So this is just another way to carry your firearm. Now, these Techna clips are more suited for your smaller firearms, your things like a Glock 42, maybe a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, a Ruger LCP, things like that. Guns that don't weigh too much, that are smaller in size, and a clip like this will actually make it a little bit easier to carry in a different form. So as you guys can see, it comes with all the hardware that you're going to need. So the clip, the backplate, you do get an Allen key there, and then a couple of screws. You do get 3. You only need 2, but you get an extra one just in case. So obviously they say that it's there's no modification required, which is really nice because a lot of times if you want to change things out, especially on Glocks because they are so modular, it's very easy and it's more comfortable to be able to do it yourself than to have to take it to somebody to do it for you. So in the back right here, you do get the instructions as far as what to do and how to change it out and whatnot. And then you also get a diagram down here, which is really nice because it's always good to follow, as they're telling you where to, what to do, to follow down here with the diagram itself. So one of the things that they tell you is to use a punch to remove the existing backplate on your firearm. Unfortunately, I don't have a punch, but what I found works, almost as good as one of these little screwdrivers. So that's what I'm going to use today. So first thing you obviously want to do is you want to go ahead and unload your firearm, clear it, make sure it's empty, and then you're also going to have to remove the slide off the firearm itself. So there's the slide, and as you guys can see, I already have a vanity backplate, if you guys want to call that. So I've already removed the original backplate once before, so this is pretty much going to be the same thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your spring off and take your barrel out as well. And then if you do follow the instructions, it's going to tell you that what you're going to want to do is there is a plastic little collar right underneath right here. You're going to want to depress that, so press it down with your punch, or in this case your little screwdriver. What that's doing is it's relieving the pressure on the spring in there, so you're able to slide out your old backplate. So just push down on that and then slide the old one out. So you guys can see, here it comes. So there it is. Just make sure you keep your thumb over so you don't have anything shooting out, any of the springs or any of the internals there. So there is the old backplate. I'll set that to the side, and then I'll go ahead and open this up. So first thing you're going to want to do is take out the back plates. Now this is it's a plastic backplate, and it does have the holes already tapped out for the 2 screws. So again, working backwards, what you're going to do is you want to put it in the channel right there, and then use your little screwdriver to depress that plastic piece again. And again, what you're doing is you're just relieving the tension from the spring in here, so that it allows you to go ahead and push it in. Also, what you can do is, I probably wouldn't recommend it too much, but because especially if you're going to use a flat screwdriver like this, but you can just press down on it from the top. That's obviously why they ask you to use a punch, because the punch is round, so you won't harm anything. And then you're going to do the same thing to this little spring on the side, and just go ahead and continue to slide in the back plate until it clicks all the way in. All right, and there it is. So as you guys can see there now, this is the backplate that's been reinstalled, and it has the 2 holes. Next step is go ahead and grab your clip from in there, and the clip already has a nice angle to where you can tell that it's going to hold the firearm in place wherever you put it. And then you get your Allen key, and you're going to need 2 of the screws. So I'll put one back, and then all you're going to do is go ahead and screw the clip itself to the back of the plate using the provided screws and the provided Allen key. So I'm sorry I'm blocking that, but again, I'm just putting the screw in there, just kind of starting it, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. And go ahead and use the key to screw these in. And I could already feel it tightening, which is really nice. And you know, for the most part, just hand tight should be enough. You don't want to break that back plate because again, it's just it's plastic. It's you know, it's enough to hold everything in place, which is nice. So you're not gonna have to worry about coming off or anything like that. Again, hand tight, and there it is. So as you guys can see, it doesn't obstruct any of the usage of the firearm itself. You know, the well is open right here, so the rounds can eject safely and everything. So go ahead and put your barrel back in and your recoil spring back in, and then we'll put the slide back onto frame. Okay, and there it is. So as you guys can see, it looks like your standard Glock 42 on this side, and then now you have your clip on the other side there. So again, it gives you a little bit of a different carry option. And what I have here is I've got a pair of shorts here, so you guys can see how that fits. So this would be, normally I would carry appendix carry 3 o'clock in the front. So what I'll do is I'll slide that in there. And again, it is a little bit tight, but you know, you don't want it to be too loose because you do want to, you know, for your firearm to be in place. So as you guys can see, it does ride really, really low, pretty much out of the way. There's more of a top shot there. It has a low ride clip, which is very nice. Again, it's going to make it a lot easier to carry without having to have, you know, the bothersome or the bulkiness of a holster. Again, I probably wouldn't say that this would be for everybody. It's definitely, like I said, it's one of those options that you pick up, try it out, see if it works for you or whatnot. Now, one of the reasons that I picked it up is because the holster that I normally use on my firearm is this Remora holster. Now, the holster itself doesn't have any clips whatsoever, and I can still use it with the clip installed. So as you guys can see, it doesn't bother anything. I can always have that clip on there, but if I do want to go ahead and ditch the holster and just use the clip, I can go ahead and do so, and I'm good to go. So again, this is something where if you want to, you know, grab the firearm, put it on your pants and go, you know, maybe, you know, you're going to the store or something really quick, that definitely comes in handy to have that clip on there, especially if you don't want to, you know, if you have a holster where you have to take your belt off to put on the holster, to put on the firearm and things like that. But again, the majority of these clips will be better suited for your smaller kind of 380, 9mm firearms, like your 42s, your 43s, your Smith & Wesson bodyguards, LCPs, LC9s, things like that. So there it is. Again, this is the Techna clip for the Glock 42, and let me know if you guys have any questions.